January, January 10th, 2020. I got the year right. I'm about to go to Coronado because I'm giving a speech about discipline. And how this came about was one of my teachers that still works there from when I was in elementary school. Her name is Mrs. Loader. So they rock rally, and so at the rock rallies they have letters. The rock rally stands for respectful, responsible, our personal best, can-do attitude, and kindness, then self-discipline. And this month is their focus on self-discipline. And my teacher who used to work there, she asked, or she basically that I should speak here, and we're about to pull up at Coronado right now, and I'm about to give a speech to all the elementary school kids. I've never done anything like this before. I'm excited, and let's see how it goes. Oh, like 200 years old at least. Alright, let's go. It's cold outside. I see. There's my mom.
Elementary school where Oscar started his youngin years. He came here at kindergarten. Hey.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's vlogging. He's being the speaker for Rock Rally. Yeah.
Are you a sub today?
Yeah, for Mrs. Taha.
So you get to be in it.
Yeah.
I said it's his video. So say hi to YouTube.
Alright, let's go.
Shall we start? Shall we start? Very good. Guest speaker, Mrs. Loader, I think you're going to introduce our guest speaker. Am I correct? And you might want to grab that mic. Although I know your voice doesn't really need it.
Hi guys. Today I have a former me, although it already happened, student from Coronado here to talk to you guys. He's an amazing person, and he has an incredible story to tell you. Oscar Campa.
Hey guys, how are we doing today? Like I said, Mrs. Loader said I'm gonna tell a story, and this story changed my life drastically. But if you guys could be respectful and pay attention. I'm also recording too, so if you guys could be respectful of the camera and be respectful to your teachers and students and others, I appreciate that very much. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm vlogging right now, if you guys know what vlogging is. But anyways, I'm going to get into the story. So, alright, it all starts when I was in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I was playing soccer and baseball. I was a shortstop for baseball, and soccer's always been my favorite sport. I noticed my shoulder started hurting, and we didn't think anything of it at first. So what ended up happening was, at one of my baseball games, I was up for a bunt. You guys know what a bunt is? It's like a soft baseball hit. And it's kind of crazy because I went to the doctor's appointment just before we were going on vacation, and they told us it could have been bad, so that wasn't good news, because we were going on vacation, right? And anyways, so I was going on vacation to California, so we had 2 weeks of fun for that. And when I came back, the doctor gave me the results, and it didn't look normal to the doctors. So what ended up happening was the doctor scheduled another appointment with me with another doctor in Kansas City. You guys know where Kansas City is? Yeah! Alright, well, Kansas City is where I had most of my treatment. But before all of that, I had a surgery with a doctor. His name is Dr. Rosenthal. And he ended up doing a biopsy. A biopsy is like a little surgery. I don't have like the correct definition. But it's like a surgery, like a small surgery where they try to figure out what your condition is. My mom could probably tell you, she's a nurse, but He probably knows more than I do. But anyways, we were getting out of school. You know, everybody likes getting out of school on a Friday. And I was enjoying the day, having fun, school with my friends. And I noticed my dad picked me up from school, which is kind of weird because usually somebody else picks me up from school. So my dad picked me up from school and he was running to me. And it was kind of weird because having your parent run at you full speed, that's just weird in general, I thought. And my dad was running to me, but what I didn't notice were his eyes were red, and I didn't notice this till later, but his eyes were red and just really happy to see me, and I didn't know what was going on. He ended up taking me to my aunt's house, and I was over there playing Call of Duty Zombies with my cousin. It was when Call of Duty really came out. And we were just playing zombies, having a fun day. And that's when my mom told me she was going to come pick me up. And my mom came to pick me up from my aunt's house. And we went to my grandma's house. And so basically, we went there, and all my aunts and my uncles were there. And it was weird because all my aunts and my uncles were there. So we don't get together unless it's a family event. But we were all there, and so they were all there. My mom was there in the basement, and she called me down, and she ended up telling me that I had cancer. Here, this bone right here is your humerus, where the red part is. But so I ended up missing a school, and that wasn't fun for me because I was far from my friends. I had all my treatment done in Kansas City. I missed my family a lot, and it wasn't fun. So my treatment plan, 54 cycles of chemotherapy. I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. I was really paranoid because I didn't know what a surgery was like. But anyways, I was scared for my first surgery. I got a lot of support from my friends and my family, sending me cards, postcards, and they were all telling me good things. So that helped me through my first surgery. And I went through my first surgery, and that's when I finished the rest of my chemo after that. I had my surgery in December of 2014, but the hard part was all of December. So I missed school from December all the way to January. It sounds like fun, but it's not because you don't get to see your friends every day. But at the time, I went to Brazil to go see the World Cup. My mom fortunately took me to go see the World Cup in Brazil, and I thought that was pretty cool. I was just enjoying my time, getting back to normal, playing soccer again, getting my hair back, and I thought I was just strolling and all that fun stuff. But I had an appointment. I had to get an appointment with the doctor every month, and so one of my appointments, unfortunately, they took X-rays, and it didn't look normal again. And it was inside my chest and inside my scapula. Your scapula's about right here, shoulder blade around there. So we had to go see the doctors again, and I was really confident this time, which is kind of weird because I knew if I beat it once, I could beat it again. So we went to Kansas City again with the same doctors, had the same plan, about 54 weeks, and I thought it was a piece of cake, you know. It's gonna be easy. I was gonna beat it this time. But what I didn't know was that how bad the tumor was this time. The tumor, because this is in my scapula, was unable to reach for the doctors, so it was too deep. And I was just in the waiting room, or I was in my room, and they pulled out my mom and my dad. And I was over there thinking, what are they telling my mom? What are they telling my dad? And I hope it's nothing bad, you know. And it was weird because at the very last moment, I kind of figured out what was going on. I don't know where it came up in my head, but the doctors came back with my mom and my dad, and they gave me the bad news that my arm had to be amputated. And when I heard that news, that's when I just started breaking down and started crying. And I knew my life from then on would never be the same. And little did I know, I would be here today speaking to you guys. But after I had my arm amputated, so they give you a wish, kind of like a dying wish if you have cancer or something like that. So there's a factory or like a company called the Wish Factory, and there's also the Dream Factory. So you get a wish for anything you want. And I hope you guys don't ever have to do that, go through that stuff just to get a wish. But I had the Dream Factory, and I didn't wish. My wish was like pretty dumb. I got an Xbox and a TV. I was gonna wish for a soccer field and stuff, but then my friends hated on me for that. But I still have an Xbox. But anyways, after I had my wish done, I had my surgery, and I missed like 2 months of school. I missed a lot of homework. Because I missed school, I was never there to learn what was going on, and that affected me later in high school. I wish I was there for this stuff, but I had my surgery, and it was weird because I was getting chemo, and they had a bunch of staples in my arm. So how they patched up my arm was they took the skin from my arm and they patched it with that. And it's kind of weird how you think about it. But anyways, so I had my surgery and I went through all that stuff I went through last time. But it was harder this time because I was on, I think, 3 chemos. And I was just really weak, and because I couldn't do anything, I was getting a lot of weight from the saline bags, and I couldn't really go out. But my mom, she couldn't really do anything either because she was there with me. So she was always there at the hospital, and that's when she started going to the gym. How many of you guys like exercising? Cool. All right, me too. Well, my mom, she started exercising at the gym across the street, and because we watched YouTube a lot, that was the only thing I did, watch YouTube and play video games when I should have been doing my homework. We started going to the gym, and I wanted to go out, get back in shape for soccer, because I was in 8th grade. I wanted to get back in shape because I was going to high school. And how many of you guys have brothers or sisters that are in high school? Alright, a lot of you. Alright. Well, high school's totally different than elementary school. Well, I like high school. School's fun, right? Yeah. Well, anyways, so I transferred to high school, and all I wanted to do is get back in shape for soccer. And one way I got back into shape was going to the gym, right? Little did I know how much the gym would affect my life. So basically, I go every day now. And I go with my mom and have friends there. But when I started going at the beginning, a lot of people there told me, they told me a lot of good stuff like, that's crazy, or you're really motivating. And I thought that was really cool that they told me that. And I've never been told that before, so I thought that was really cool. And that's when I started, I wanted to do something with my story. So I started a YouTube channel. And I wanted to be an influencer. So I started a YouTube channel, and I made my first podcast explaining all my, what I went through, my battles, and I talk about all my cancer and all that stuff. And when I was in high school, we did a lot of running, and that was really tough because I was so out of shape, but I ended up getting back in shape really fast. Thank you for that. And he's one of the really cool coaches. And my players, my teammates would motivate me, and soccer was really fun. One thing that you guys should do, keep your friends around, and as much as you can, because they'll help you and just push you, because things start to change. Like for me, when I went to 8th grade, I lost a lot of friends, unfortunately. That was kind of hard to come back from that. So I want you guys to keep your friends as long as possible, okay? Alright. So I just want to thank Mrs. Loader and the rest of the staff here at Coronado. Coronado is an awesome school, and I want you guys to be respectful and thankful of all the teachers here. I wish I could be back in elementary school. I'm already about to graduate. Everything went by so fast, but I want you guys to know that because you guys can do anything you want as long as you set your mind to it. Alright?
Let's walk outside school, and everybody have a safe weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Dang, they have nicer cars than we do.